Welcome to Alan Berry Reports TV. I'm your host, Alan Berry Labucan from AlanBerryReports.com. Today we have a new installment of our In the News show. This is a show where we talk about resource companies with recent developments. And on today's show we have two companies to talk about. One of those companies is involved with gold, and the other is a diamond company. So we got some good things to talk about, and we're going to open the show with some comments about some short-term trends that we're seeing with for gold, silver, copper, oil, the stock markets, and resource stocks. Before getting started, we always like to say thank you to those that are important in us being able to do our shows. First of all, we use YouTube.com to produce and broadcast these shows so you can watch them at your leisure. The folks over at YouTube have a great website for anybody that's interested in doing online shows, and we highly recommend them. Also, if you're watching this show on our website at AlanBerryReports.com, you'll notice to the left and right of me that we have banners. Those banner sponsors are really important in us being able to bring these shows to you. If you're interested in doing some homework on those companies, all you would do is click on their banner. We have them direct linked to the company's website, and there's plenty of information on those companies' websites for you to do some homework on those companies. And most importantly, you, the viewers, you give us an audience to talk to about commodities, resource stocks, the stock markets, and various other issues relating to the markets. And we really appreciate you tuning in to watch the show. So thank you very much. We haven't done a show during the past couple weeks because a bunch of work on some exciting projects that we're working on have been piling up and needed my attention. I've been catching up on that work, and hope to have details out on some of those projects to announce fairly soon. We're always trying to enhance the quality of our work, and we're really excited about these new efforts that will be. We hope our readers and viewers will like our new offers as much as we are, and we'll be bringing you more details on those fairly soon. On today's commentary, the topics are going to be short-term trends. We'll start with gold. Gold has been on a very impressive rally of late. It's been a long-term bull market, and then reached some highs over $1,400, and so there was some profit taking that took it down to around the $1,320 range. Since then, there's been a pretty solid rally. We're looking for some near-term profit taking. We always like to watch the pullbacks, as they are very good indicators of the health of the long-term trends. And so we're looking for a mild pullback that doesn't last very long, followed by another rally. That is very indicative of a long-term bull market. Yes, you're going to get those dips, but those dips are usually fairly mild on the amount of pullback, and are over pretty quickly, and then the next rally starts. And that's why during a really bullish long-term trend, looking for the dips is a good way to tell you how the long-term trend is doing, but also a good place to look for buying opportunities, because there's a lot of bargains will happen during those dips. And so we're looking for a pullback that will set up the next rally. The pullback, we think that it's not going to be very severe, something that is quite mild and keeps the price above that $1,400 level. So we could see a pullback that maybe brings it close to the $1,400 level. Once it hits that range, if it is able to hold that support level there, we would think that the next move would be towards the $1,500 per ounce range. But we'll talk about that in the future. For now, we're looking for somewhat of a pullback that keeps the price above $1,400. So then the next commodity we want to talk about is silver. It has also been performing exceptionally well, in fact outperforming gold. We talked a lot about that in the past in our reports and on the show, that we felt that silver was primed to outperform, as it has done. We think that trend will continue. We are looking for some short-term profit taking that pulls the price back, but that pullback will likely be just very mild, maybe a few dollars per ounce. And once that happens, that will set up for the next rally. The next rally, we think $40 per ounce is within striking distance during the next rally. Copper is also doing very well. Supply and demand fundamentals are very bullish for the price of copper. It also looks ready for some profit taking to set things up for the next rally. It's kind of been going sideways for a little bit. We think that maybe there's a little bit more profit taking, not too much at all, and so any pullback will likely be mild and quite quickly, and set things up for the next rally. As the next rally gets underway, after we see some profit taking, we think that the high $4 range, maybe somewhere in the $4.60 to $4.90 kind of range, is pretty well doable, and that's what we're looking for in the next rally after we see some pullback. On the oil, oil has been on a very powerful move of late. It's been a very quick move up, and anytime you see really rapid short-term rallies like that, they're usually over quite quickly, and so we see some profit taking coming for oil. It'll probably be a fairly significant profit taking that takes it down maybe $10 to $15 per barrel. That's on the West Texas Intermediate price. That's the price we generally talk about. There's been a lot of talk lately about the gap between the Brent crude price and the West WTI. That has a lot to do with some of the issues that are going on in the Middle East and with the issues at Libya, which has an impact on the supplies to the Brent, and that's why the Brent has sort of gapped up on the WTI. They usually trade in a fairly close range, and we think that gap is going to close as well as we see this pullback coming. But we think that this recent price performance, maybe the last $10 to $15 in the price of oil, is beyond the supply-demand fundamentals, and that's why we think it's going to have a pretty serious pullback in the near term. On the stock markets, the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 are looking to be topping and primed for a pullback. In our Outlook 2011, our call was for the Dow and the S&P to have a 5 to 10% correction in the first few months of the year. We're still looking for that kind of a correction because it looks like the valuations have got kind of stretched, and it would be really healthy to see the market pull back, and that would set things up for the next rally. Resource stocks, normally when we see that a commodity price are ready to go through some profit taking, and then stocks in general also is what we're seeing coming up, is that we think that stocks in general that you see in the Dow and the S&P are going to see a pullback, as well as some commodities are going to see some profit taking. And normally when we see that, we would expect to see the resource stocks get beat down as well. But as the rallies in commodities have been picking up, the resource stocks haven't really participated as much as we thought they would. And so there's not really a lot of froth built up in them. So we think that, they can also see some profit taking, but that profit taking would likely be fairly short and prepare things for the next rally. On our next show, we're going to talk about the this issue more as we are seeing some very bullish trends developing for many of the high quality resource stocks that we follow, and on our next show we're going to talk about that more. So we see that there could be a dip in the price of some resource stocks, should be fairly mild, and that will likely be a good place to find some bargains and prepare for the next upswing in prices. So that's a wrap on our opening commentary. Now we're going to move into talking about a couple of the resource stocks today. The first company we're going to talk about is Peregrine Diamonds Limited. On the disclosure, we are shareholders of the company. Our past coverage of them started in our Allen Berry Reports email newsletter for commodities and resource stocks on December the 18th, 2008, which was our 21st edition. We also have started covering them on this show on May the 19th, 2010. If you're interested in finding the past reports that we talked about Peregrine, just look above me and you'll see a reports section. In there we have all of our past reports, including that 21st edition. You can either read it online or download it in a Word file so you can print it off and read it at your own leisure. And also, if you look above me, you'll see a shows section. In that shows section, we have all of our past shows, including that May 19th show, and really easy to find that. And we've got a little description there, including a link to where you can go and watch that. The shows, that's a directory of all of our past shows. Their website is pdiam.com. We've talked about this company quite a few times on our past shows. Again, you can find all of those the coverage in the shows section above me there on the website. The most recent time was on our December 17th show, and since that December 17th, 2010 show, they've had 4 press releases out that we wanted to talk about. I'm just going to pull up their website now. Again, that's at pdiam.com. The first one we're looking for is the January 13th press release. The headline from that one is Peregrine announces coarse diamond size distribution in CH45 kimberlite and commences 2011 Chidliak project. In that one, they go on that they were pleased to report a coarse size distribution for 173 kilogram sample of reverse circulation drill cuttings from the CH45 kimberlite on the 9,800 square kilometer Chidliak project on Baffin Island, Nunavut, Canada. The sample used caustic fusion, yielded 148 diamonds larger than the 0.106 millimeter sieve size, including 2 diamonds larger than the 0.85 millimeter sieve size, which weigh a total of 0.91 carats. In addition, the CH33 and CH37 kimberlites were found to be diamondiferous. Then they give you some more details on the CH45 pipe. Kimberlite pipe. Kimberlite is the rock that hosts diamonds, and this is another of their discoveries, the CH45 kimberlite pipe. Then they have a table with the various different diamond frequency of stones in the sample, which look quite promising. They give you some more details about these 3 kimberlites, CH45, CH33, and CH37. Then they give you some details about some really good details about their upcoming exploration project in 2011, which is getting really close here in mid-March is when they're talking about. So we're right there now. So they'll have a lot of work going on here fairly soon. I'm going to go back to their news section. The next news release we're looking for is February 22nd. In that February 22nd press release, the headline is Peregrine confirms coarse diamond size distribution in north and south lobes of CH7 kimberlite at Chidliak. They went on to talk about they're pleased to report micro diamond results showing a diamond size distribution from drill core and reverse circulation drill cuttings acquired from the south and north lobes of the CH7 kimberlite. When it comes to diamond size distribution, a very good way to sort of assess the diamond potential grade is using diamond size distribution. And that's why these results are so important. Not just that they prove the diamond potential that the kimberlite they're talking about has diamonds, but the frequency and the in the distribution of different sizes of diamonds is very indicative of the potential for grade of the diamonds. And so that's why this kind of information is really important when it comes to diamonds. Then they go on and give you some more really good details about the CH7 kimberlite. Brooke Clemens, the president of Peregrine, had a good quote, and he said, "These results from CH7, together with the carat per ton diamond grade from the 47-ton surface mini bulk sample last year, demonstrate that this kimberlite warrants the collection of a larger bulk sample to acquire a parcel of diamonds for valuation. Future programs for CH7 are currently planned." Then there's end quote, and then there's some more good details about the results and broken up into the different phases of the kimberlite, and then a bunch more details that you can find in that press release. Then the next press release we're looking for is February the 24th, and on the February 24th, the headline of Peregrine announces coarse diamond size distribution in CH20 kimberlite located 100 meters from CH6 kimberlite at Chidliak. Then they go on that they were pleased to announce the results of a 74 kilogram sample collected by core drilling on the Chidliak project in Nunavut, Baffin Island, Nunavut, Canada. They give you some of the key details from that, including the largest stones. They got a couple of good sized stones in that for a sample size of that for a sample of that size. In addition, they have an image showing some of the geophysical anomalies on the property, so that's a good thing attached to that press release. Then they give you the diamond size distribution of the CH20, which looks very promising as well, and some more details. Then the final press release is on March the 3rd, and in that one the headline is Peregrine confirms coarse size diamond size distribution at the CH1 kimberlite at Chidliak. They go on and they tell you why they were impressed with these recent results, the work that they're planning, the table with the various different diamonds recovered in this recent sample. They give you some details about the future plans for it. There's a map with some images from the CH1 kimberlite, and some more details about other kimberlites that they found. And then they later they mentioned that Chidliak is a joint venture between Peregrine, which owns 49%, and BHP Billiton, which owns 51%. So that's the key information that sort of stood out to us from the recent press releases. Some of the reasons that we like the company is their key project is this Chidliak project in Nunavut, Baffin Island. It's an exceptionally good project. It looks like it has the potential of being one of Canada's future diamond producing areas. They found a bunch of kimberlites in that area. The diamonds from the kimberlites are looking quite promising. The distribution curves for the diamonds on several of the kimberlites look like they're the right kind of what you would be looking for if you're trying to develop a mine in an Arctic region like Baffin Island is. And so everything is moving in the right direction with the company. They had a really fruitful 2010 season where they found a bunch of new kimberlites. We're looking for something similar to that in 2011, which is very close to starting the season here, coming up any time now. And plus they have a very strong management team led by Eric Friedland. Eric has put together a really strong team of technical people as well. They're doing a really great job, and as I said, we're looking forward to a very prosperous 2011 for the company. So again, good place to start your homework is on their website at pdiam.com. So the second company we're going to talk about today is International Tower Hill Mines. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. Our past coverage, they are a featured company in our email newsletter, the Alan Berry Reports. We started coverage of them on February the 2nd, 2009, which was our 22nd edition. If you're watching on our website, just look above me at the report section. That's where you can find that 22nd edition of the report and either read it online or print it off to read at your leisure. We also started coverage of them on our shows here on May the 19th, 2010. Look above me at the show section, and that's where you'll find the link, or that show, as well as all the other shows we've talked about them, and links to where you can go watch them. Their website is ithmines.com. That's ithmines.com. This is another company that we talked about several times on our past shows. Again, look above me at the shows section. You can find all of those past shows in there. Our most recent coverage of them was on our January 21st, 2011 show. They've had 2 press releases out since then that we want to talk about today. One was on February 17th. I'm just going to their website now and pulling up the February 17th news release. In that one, the headline is International Tower Hill receives share ownership top-up notice from AngloGold Ashanti for 230,000 shares. They go on that they were pleased to announce that AngloGold Ashanti, a subsidiary of Exploration Inc., a subsidiary of AngloGold Ashanti Limited, will exercise its right to maintain 11.5% equity interest in the company through the purchase of 230,000 shares. Then they give you some further details about that recent private placement. Really good. We like to see that because AngloGold is one of the world's largest producers of gold. The fact that they've taken a large position in the stock of International Tower Hills, I think, is very bullish and says a lot about the prospects of their Livengood project up in Alaska and its potential to become a future mine. So then the next press release we're looking for was on February the 3rd, and in that one they I'm just pulling it up on their website here. The headline is International Tower Hill intersects 13.7 meters of 5.45 grams per ton gold in higher grade zone at depth at the Livengood Gold project in Alaska. They go on that International Tower Hill Mines was pleased to announce results from the final 27 holes drilled in its 70,000 meter 2010 drill program at the Livengood Gold project near Fairbanks, Alaska. Results were highlighted by hole MKRC 0470, which intersected 13.7 meters of 5.45 grams of gold at a depth of 395 meters, providing further evidence of a new, deeper zone of higher grade mineralization directly beneath the existing Money Knob deposit in the southwestern portion of the resource. These final results will be incorporated into resource update to be completed in the first quarter of 2011. Then they give you some details about this higher grade zone at depth, and as well as all the details about the table with all the various different drill hole results. They give you a map there that's attached that shows the area where they've had their surface sampling, which has been very helpful in their finding of the deposits at Livengood. And they give you really good details about the project summary. There's a lot of really good details in there. Too many for us to talk about on the show, but you can find that in the press release, as well as an overview of the geology of the project. And so that was the key information from this press release. Now, that we wanted to talk about today. What stands out from this recent results is that the Livengood project has a large multi-million ounce resource of a lower grade, high tonnage, open pit target at Livengood. And whenever you're talking about these multi-million, large tonnage projects, that gets very exciting, because those are the kind that can be very profitable for a mining company. This recent news release gets even more exciting, because now it looks like they've got some higher grade potential at depth, which they intersected in this recent drilling. So not only are we excited about their potential to advance towards a future mine at Livengood in the open pit high tonnage target, they also now have high grade potential at depth, which is quite exciting as well. Some of the other reasons we like the company, again, they're really strong management team led by Jeff Pontius. Jeff has found these in the past, in his career, has found large multi-million ounce deposits. This is his latest endeavor, and it's very exciting, and looks like it has the potential of being one of the new mines in the future with, again, multi-million ounce potential. And they've got plenty of details that you can learn about Livengood on their website. And so we really like this company. It's been a really good pick for us. Strong project, strong management team. They're coming into their 2011 season, and we expect that they'll be doing a lot of work with really great news flow for the remainder of 2011. And again, a great place to start your homework on the company is on their website at ithmines.com. That's ithmines.com. So that's a wrap on our in the news chat, talking about these companies. Before closing, we'd like to stress that this show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. We're always trying to grow our audience, and any efforts you make to let your friends that follow the markets know about our shows, our websites, our reports, would be greatly appreciated. We also really appreciate you taking the time to watch these shows. We know that everybody is very busy these days, and we strive to produce a show that saves you time and brings you helpful, high-quality information. Our next show, we're working on another In the News show, and we'll be discussing some recent developments from some research talks with high-quality projects. But the best way to find out about all of our shows when they're put out and the work that we're doing is to be a subscriber to our email list. If you look above me, you'll see on the website, you'll see a subscribe section. In there, you just fill out the information. There's no charge to be on our email list, and we keep you updated on all the work that we're doing, and it's really easy to subscribe. We hope you can join us for our future shows. You can find all of our work on our website at allenberryreports.com. We'll see you soon, and have a great day.